Alrighty, so as you can see here, I have the Pavo Pico 2 ready to go. Today I'm going to be testing out these new Beta FPV Lava 2 batteries, and these are 2S batteries. They're specifically made for the Pavo Femto and the Pavo Pico 2. As you can see here, I already have the original Lava batteries on the Pavo Pico 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test both of them out. First I'll take it up and burn a whole battery of the original Lava batteries, and then I'll insert the new Lava 2 batteries and see how they go. Now these are 680 milliamp hour batteries. These here are 550s, so these are better for freestyling, I guess. They're a little bit lighter, but not as much, for freestyle. Now these are heavier. I'll take them out here 1 second, show you guys. Take it out of the bag. Alright, so as you can see here, these are the new Lava 2s. These are 680 milliamp hours, like I mentioned. They're LIHV, which stands for high voltage lithium polymer. They're 7.6 volts, and they have a new 95 C rate on them, so it has a better discharge rate. Now these 680 milliamp hour batteries are supposed to give you approximately around 9 minutes, which is a major improvement over these guys here, which only give you around, I don't know, I was getting around 4 or so minutes, maybe close to 5, but not quite. But that again is because I'm using the 04 Pro on it. You'd probably get more flight time out of it if you're just using the 04 Lite version. So that's one thing to keep in mind. This here should be able to handle the 04 Pro unit and weight. So yeah, it's supposed to have better voltage distribution, so you should get a nice stable and smooth flight with this battery here. So anyway, I'm not going to go into all the science. Actually, I'll leave a screen video up here so you guys can see all of the technical specs, and yeah, then we'll talk about it after I've finished testing them out. Now, they state on the website that it gives 9 minutes, but that's in a controlled testing while it's hovering. So if you're like flying around, and depending if you're using acro mode and doing a lot of barrel rolls and flips and all that stuff, then expect to get less flight time out of these. But I like to cruise and do smooth flights. I don't like to do all those flips and acrobatic moves. So let's see how much minutes I get out of it. All right, enough of the talk. Let me set it up and take her up for a flight. First, try it with the original Lava batteries. Now this is not going to be a flight where I show the fabulous resolution that the 04 Pro unit has. It's just going to be the goggles point of view. Again, this is just to test the battery. So anyway, enough of the talk. Let me go up or let me take her up and get her going. Alright, let me put the goggles on. Got my goggles on. Everything's ready to go. Alright, got her armed. Now I'm using my DJI Mic Mini, so hopefully it doesn't confuse the hopefully it doesn't, cross frequencies. So again, this is the regular 550. Now the transmission signal is fabulous, but as you can see here, it's already losing as I turn the corner here, because there's a lot of trees. Sometimes there's better signal, but every time I turn that corner, it tends to do that. So I'm going to try to go all the way down here. And where we're at 735 volts. And I'm going to try to do this. Hopefully it doesn't cut off on me. It's usually very smooth here. That's what I love about the DJI, is that it does a fantastic job at signal penetration. Again, these are the Lava original 550 milliamp hour batteries. So I'm just going to run them down here for a little bit. Now, as I said, if you're doing acro movements, you know, flips, barrel rolls, you know, types of acrobatic moves, then you're going to drain your battery much quicker. So I'm going farther here. Signal seems to be stable, but I start to lose a little bit here. I face my goggles towards it, then I get it back. It's always in that little corner there. Always in this corner right here when I turn it. It's a thick set of trees there, so it has an issue with the transmission signal there. Sometimes it works and I get great signal, but today it's just not doing that. I don't know why. Whoa. There's no wind. Very, very light breeze, so it's perfect for today. I'm going to see if I can turn the corner on the opposite direction now. Now I got a low battery warning, as you saw. Whoa. Oh. Okay. I'm losing signal here now. Got it back. Oh, there's someone walking there. Thankfully I caught it in time. Usually like to do this at an hour when there's no one walking, but so I got the low battery warning. Where we're at 321. I'm gonna keep it close to me. So what happens, it tends to just drop out of the air when it's at, I believe, what is it, 6.4 or 5. So I'm just gonna leave it close by and see how many minutes we get here. It's telling me land now, but I'm just gonna run the battery a little bit longer. Like I said, I usually get around 4 minutes or so. So if I get 4.5 minutes, then I'm fine. There's someone walking there with their dogs about to pass me by right now. I don't want to cross them. And they're coming right now with a dog. And now it just landed. So it landed. And now I have to go find it. I lost the image signal. And it dropped somewhere around here. So hopefully I can find it. Alright, so as you saw, I believe it gave me around 4 minutes and 30 with the regular 550s. So now I have the Lava 2 installed on it, and we're going to see how much I get out of it. Now, keep in mind, I'm only flying in horizon mode, and I'm not doing acro. So I will get more flight time out of it. All right, so I got it armed. Take her up. All right. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. Just, I'm not going too fast, and neither am I going too slow. Just a little steady here. I do notice when I give it a little bit of throttle and forward thrust. See now, well, yeah, I always lose a little bit of connection here. I'm trying to face my goggles. All right, now I got connection back. Yeah, like I said, I noticed that when I give it a little bit of throttle forward, it's a little bit more aggressive than when I use the 550s, which is interesting. So I'm gonna go and do that roundabout again. Now look how it just flies through this part here, like really nicely. So I'm gonna see if I could get through this corner here, like I did before. Now we have nobody here, so I don't have to worry. Again, I love how it's starting to lose some signal there. Yeah, it seems like it's really nice. It works really smoothly. Go through under these trees. That was smooth. Yeah. I mean, where are we now? We're at 1 minute and 48 seconds. Counting the clock here. Hopefully I get close to 9 minutes. I'm not sure if I'll get that. But hopefully I do. So I'm gonna try to go a little bit further, see if my signal gets affected here. Still have good signal. Still have good signal. Still have good signal. Alright, interesting. I still have good signal going through here, which is interesting. That's nice. Okay, now I lost a little bar there. 2 bars, actually. Now I'm coming back. Give it a little bit of speed here. Alright, slow down. Now, like I said, I like to just, I'm the cruiser type. I'm not into all of that acrobatic stuff. There's a lot of people who are really nice, have a lot of skill and experience with that. Me, I'm just a cruiser type. I like to cruise around and just get that sort of smooth cinematic feeling with the drone. Where are we? We're at 3 minutes. Let me see if I could go through here without crashing into anything. It's kind of dark. I don't want to do that. Nice. Now that's about as acrobatic as I'm going to get. Whoa. There is some sort of vehicle passing through. I think it's a 4x4 or one of those dirt vehicles. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Look at that guy. That's awesome. Follow him around. Got the low battery warning. Now he's turning around. Ooh, got the low battery again. That was pretty cool. Alright, so I'm getting low battery, and I do not want to have to go searching for it like I did before. So right now I'm at 5 minutes and 29 seconds. So I'm gonna run it here. I'm very slow. I'm not doing any, you know, aggressive movements here. So I'm gonna turn around here. So if it does decide to land, and it landed on its own. That's it. Boom. All right, so there you have it. That is the Beta FPV Pavo Pico 2 with the new Lava 2 batteries. I only got around I forgot, I think it was around 540 or 543 minutes or so. I might be mistaken. Maybe I got a little bit more, a little bit less. But I'll have to watch the video. Of course, you guys already saw it from the screen video. It was supposed to give me 9 minutes. A little bit disappointed that I didn't get that 9 minute mark, or at least 8 minutes, being that there's no wind out here. I didn't do any aggressive moves. You know, I didn't fly an acro or anything, so as you saw. But I mean, 5.5 minutes or so is not bad. I just wish I would have gotten more. Anyway, it's still a fun quad to fly. It handled the 04 Pro unit very nicely. And, you know, I'm just out here having fun with it and wanted to share that with you guys. All right. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And God bless you all.